Memories and possibilities are ever more hideous than realities. Herbert Westwood. Wait. Oh.
There I was, after all those years, at the threshold of a nightmarish place. I never thought I'd have the courage to return. While I had been toying with the idea for a while, that day I had woken up with a peculiar urge to return to Hanwell Mental Institute.
Oh. Hello. We're the same way.
Of course, there was a strong reason to come here, but the circumstances that led me back to the Institute were oddly dreamlike, as if I wasn't in control of my own actions.
Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Why was I doing this? I needed to know what this place had done to me, the meaning behind those bizarre visions. I'd rather face the direful truth than live in blissful oblivion.
I don't know. Oh, okay. So, hello and welcome. This is Insti, and I'm starting to play Asylum with a storied past. What I gathered, it was originally officially announced in 2010. There was a kickstart 2013. And it was finally released on March 14, 2025. And so what little I gathered is Asylum is an ambitious first-person horror adventure casting you into the hallucinatory setting of the Hanwell Mental Institute. As an ex-patient suffering bizarre visions, you must explore the intricate layout of the building, research its past history, and march towards a shocking conclusion. So, that's what we are playing today. Hopefully you can guys see, because it's quite dark. Let's see. Hopefully the sounds are okay too. We are Hanwell Mental Institute, patient record, February 4th, 2026, date of admission. Okay, let's check the settings. I might put some brightness a little bit more, or even more. I know that YouTube usually do tend to maybe like so. Let's start with that. Okay. Middle mouse button to zoom. Ooh. Hotspots. Okay. What a strange rock formation. Beautiful, yet somehow disquieting. Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Let's go to the forest. Well, we're not going to the forest then. A gloomy forest bordered the grounds of the Institute, creating a pronounced sense of isolation. Well, it definitely seems like that. There was sort of a natural calm surrounding the area. It was helping to boost my confidence. It wasn't helping boost my confidence at all. Yeah, my confidence is low enough, apparently. So it's not free movement. This is quite it reminds me of a Ghost Vigil or Pursuit of Lot Nolder, The Darkness Within. Can I leave? Maybe we can leave, you know. Nice car, by the way. As I grabbed my notepad, I was struck by a sense of confidence I hadn't expected. I felt ready to tackle the mysteries inside that looming structure. I bet you are. Hello? So I guess the person wasn't our wife or hitchhiker, which was sitting next to us. Do I have an inventory? Right click to open journal. Oh, enter the institute. That seems like a good idea. Or maybe not. Let's enter. I have no idea what... Oh. There's actually someone here. Are you a real person? Dilapidated place? Why are you here then?
Welcome to the Hanwell Mental Institute.
Thank you.
What can I do for you?
Well,
I wasn't expecting to find anyone here.
Oh? And why is that?
Well, this is gonna sound a bit strange, but I thought this building was abandoned.
As you can see, that's no longer the case. My name is Julia, and I'm the receptionist for the Institute. Why are you here?
good question. Why are we here? Oh, people. Julia.
So you were the receptionist here?
Oh,
Yes, this is my first night. The Institute is operating with minimal staff until renovations are complete.
Do you cover a position other than receptionist? I feel this place needs a lot of staff.
Not at the moment. I'm just waiting on people to show up at the door and helping them whenever needed.
Sounds like you're doing a good job.
Perhaps. There's not much I can do at the moment.
I see how the position could be a bit tedious. At least until there's more people arriving.
oh, so we click these to have a discussion. Makes sense. Okay, do we have anything else, or is the green marking already done?
I have nothing else to say about this.
Fine by me. If that's all, I'll get back to work.
Well, I have a task, you know. I kind of want to enter the institute. Am I allowed? Or is this hallucinatory episode for me and we're just mentally blocking ourselves?
This is an awkward situation. I was hoping to take a look around the Institute.
But you thought it was abandoned.
Indeed, and that's why I thought nobody would mind.
We certainly do mind. This is private property, you know. Hanwell Mental Institute was never abandoned, just closed to the public until recently. And still, deserted or not, it's not like just anyone can walk inside. You do realize that.
This caught me completely by surprise. I'm not sure what to say.
Well, you can start by explaining yourself. Why did you come here?
Okay. I guess I'm here because of my past, apparently.
The last thing I expected was to find people here tonight. I assumed the Institute had shut down indefinitely.
Not indefinitely. It's true that it ceased to operate for a number of years, but we're in the process of reopening it now. While not in the most pristine of conditions, which should be evident if you look around, the structure is still robust and usable, but there's a lot of work to do.
I must say its general state is indeed rough, but I can see how with some cleanup, intensive cleanup, you could get this place up and running again.
Also, other mental hospitals in the region are growing overcrowded, which has prompted state authorities to reuse this place.
Why are other hospitals so overcrowded?
I can't say. Maybe it's the times we're living in. Don't you
Indeed.
feel somewhat overwhelmed by everything that's going on in the world?
You don't
I
say.
often do. Guess some people are less prepared to cope with all that and, need help.
I see your point.
Still, that doesn't mean I can allow a complete stranger in.
Okay, so let's go to these.
So, let me get this straight. The whole Institute is being reopened?
That's what I said. Patients from smaller hospitals who are not getting proper attention are being relocated here, and extensive renovations are scheduled to begin tomorrow.
It all seems rather empty, though.
Tonight, it's just me, security, Dr. Miller, and a few patients in the building.
Okay. Oh, we do have some more.
But where are all the workers? I don't see any ongoing construction or renovations.
It's almost nighttime. Everyone else is arriving in the morning.
Oh, right. 8 p.m. Yes, indeed. Complete stranger?
This isn't my first time here, you know.
Oh, you used to work here?
Well, I'm very much acquainted with this institute.
You should have said so in the first place. I still don't understand why you came all the way up here in the evening.
There's something from those old days that I need to find, and quite urgently. It's a health issue.
You sound serious.
Very much so.
And you're looking for...
Documents mostly, maybe some notes. There's a matter of great importance that I need to understand.
Well, it's a highly unusual situation, but it's not like you can cause much trouble. And if you do, I'll have the security guard have a not-so-friendly talk with you.
Understood.
Let's talk rules then. First, you're fully responsible for your own safety.
I accept all the risks.
You must also leave before dawn. The construction workers are arriving early and will turn the place upside down. And please, steer clear of the upper floors. There's dangerous equipment up there. Do we have an agreement?
Yes, we do. Thank you so much, Julia. This means a lot.
Very well. Go ahead. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Well,
Me too. Something tells me this is my last chance before the Institute as I knew it ceases to be.
It's going to be a whole different place in the morning, that's for sure.
honestly, I'm quite surprised that she is letting us in. Even I bet there are documents that are not for the public. Anyways, let's go through the conversations. I don't want to end the conversation. We have some things to ask.
You said there's more people here. Patients too?
Yes, although we're operating with reduced staff. The establishment is far from ready, as should be apparent, meaning mostly low-risk patients have been readmitted.
In this state?
Mostly.
I don't understand.
It could use some maintenance, yes. And trust me, I'm freezing to death without those radiators working.
I was under the impression nobody cared about this place anymore, which is why I thought it wouldn't hurt to have a quick look around.
You could have gotten hurt, though. It's not safe to walk everywhere. For instance, no one is allowed on the third floor yet, which is falling apart.
Still, this is all so strange.
Why do you say that? There's nothing strange about an eminent mental hospital reopening for the benefit of society.
Yeah, honestly, there's more strange that you are here. Well, not really. Anyways, let's go.
You mentioned that patients are being relocated.
Correct. There's hardly anyone here tonight, but a crew of construction workers will be arriving first thing in the morning. I understand the plan is to have the Institute operating at full capacity in about 10 days.
That's ambitious, given the state of the building.
Yep.
They said it looks worse than it really is, you know.
I kind of disagree with that, but that's just my opinion. Anything more?
Don't you find it strange that they're reopening the Institute after all this time?
I don't see what's odd about that. Experts deemed the building usable. Similar mental hospitals didn't have such luck, though, and have been demolished.
Still more?
Don't you find it strange that they're reopening the Institute after all this time?
Oh, no, this is the same.
I don't see what's odd about that.
Okay, so we're done with that. My condition.
You know, I didn't have the best of experiences at the Hanwell Mental Institute.
I'm sorry to hear that. As I told you, I'm not familiar with those days. My understanding is that things were rough. But I can assure that all current staff members are new and everyone is eager to get this place up and running again.
Julia, your enthusiasm is commendable, considering the state of this place.
I like to think positive.
I like to think positive, my dude. Anything else?
Part of the reason why I came back is to make sense out of my involvement in the Institute.
It sounds as if you didn't enjoy working here.
Well, you could say it was a traumatic period in my life.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm even having nightmares about it.
Seriously?
It's been bothering me for weeks. This pressing feeling that I need to do or understand some decisive detail. Almost as if I forgot something of extreme importance here.
I hope you find what you're looking for then.
Why are we assuming that we worked here and our character didn't even fix that? I was more thinking he's a patient. But probably best not to tell Julia here.
I've been thinking about this institute for a long time now, but only today realized that I needed to come here one more time. Like a strange sense of urgency.
You're beginning to sound awfully cryptic. If you didn't like it here, then why are you doing this?
That's a great question. Why am I doing this?
Okay, I need to get back to work now. Try to make it a quick visit for your peace of mind.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, maybe not more our condition, because remembering my past. People. What about Dr. Miller?
So who's Dr. Miller?
He has been appointed as the new head director of the Institute, and he's overseeing the whole reopening process.
I thought Hanwell was the director. Isn't that the name of the institute?
That was a long time ago, and I'm not sure about that history either. I do recall that Dr. Miller and Dr. Hanwell were acquainted with each other. And I don't think Dr. Miller is planning to change the name of the Institute either, out of respect for Dr. Hanwell.
Okay, fair is fair. Anything else about Dr. Miller? Sorry.
Where can I find Dr. Miller?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you.
Why?
Because that area is off limits, and we had an agreement.
Fine. I don't want to get you into trouble.
Okay, that's about... I don't want to ask anything else. Well, I might try this.
My memories of this place are hazier than I thought.
It's likely its current state of disarray. I also find it disconcerting at times. The darkness and stillness of the night doesn't help either.
That's very true.
Okay, I think we're done.
See you later, Julia.
For now, and now we can... It's quite dark, hopefully you guys can see something. Lovely painting. Take a picture, it will last longer. How do I go back? Like so, okay. Julia's desk was sufficiently tidy, at least when compared with its surroundings. In 10 days, you get this in working operation. Well, that's interesting idea. So we probably want to go upstairs at some point. Ouch, my foot. Let's start from the left. Grandfather clock. An old but elegant grandfather clock which unfortunately was no longer working. You don't say. There was a series of uninteresting magazines on the table. Dated too. Oh no. Thorazine. Psychology of Love, which you clean with mop and bucket. Opening of West Infirmary 1878. Are you deformed or crippled? Reasons for admissions. Intemperance, business trouble. Kicked in the head by a horse. Well, yeah. Hereditary predisposition. Ill treatment by a husband, imaginary female trouble, hysteria, immoral life, not immortal life, imprisonment, jealousy and religion, laziness, marriage of son, masturbation and syphilis. Masturbation for 30 years. Medicine to prevent conception. Menstrual deranged. Mental excitement. Novel reading. Nymphomania. Opium habit. Overaction of the mind. Overstudy of religion. Overtaxing mental powers. Parents were cousins. Ugh. Periodical fits. Tobacco and masturbation. How's that work? Is it if they are combined or what? Political excitement. Politics. Religious enthusiasm. Fever and loss of lawsuit. Liking mist, asthma, bad company, bad habits, political excitement, bad whiskey, blood flux, brain fever, business fevers, carbonic acid gas, congestion of brain, death of sons in war, decoyed into the army, deranged masturbation. Well, I don't want to know more. I really don't want to know more about that. I can't. Desertion. Come on. Decision by husband or something like that. Dissolute habits, domestic affliction, domestic trouble, dropsy, egotism, epileptic fits, excessive sexual abuse, excitement as officer, exposure hereditary, exposure quackery, exposure in army, fever and jealousy, fighting fire, suppressed masturbation, suppression of menses, the war, time of life, uterine derangement, venereal excesses, vicious vices, woman trouble, superstition, abuse of walkthroughs. Ooh, we probably have to do that. Smallpox, snuff eating for 2 years, spinal irritation, gathering in the head, greediness, grief, gunshot wound, hard study, rumor of husband murder, Salvation Army, scarlatina, seduction and disappointment, self-abuse, stimulants, sexual derangement, false confinement, feebleness of intellect, fell from horse in war, female disease, and what's the last one? I can't really make. Dissipation of nerves and deserted by husband. Okay, Hanwell. Electronic therapy for mental illness. Longer life for people past 40. Well, these are happy people. Anything I can interact with? No, I don't think so. But we can zoom in. Why do I have to be in this picture? And there's a ghost over there. Yes, I see. Yeah, this is gonna be quite slow. Because I'm gonna read everything. Almost everything, at least. So I guess we'll have to go this way. Anything over here? Useless as they were, the chairs couldn't even pass for proper decoration in such broken state. Well, still. Journal. I began to remember the layout of the building. This was the administrative area with offices for a few key staff members. So there's mostly... the vast lonely ocean extended as far as the eye could see. I felt like I was at the end of the world. How poetic. Janitor. Let's start with that. So, mostly... not too scary patients. Mostly. That doesn't bode well for me. I can't really see. There's something over there. It was too dark in the closet to see anything. Well, so we might need some kind of a light. Maybe. Oh, that helps. Just a bunch of meaningless notes left for the bored janitor. Right-click to show an item you are carrying. A hand. The garbage bag caught my interest as it was rather new compared to the rest. It seemed to be filled with papers, so we need something to open that. The boxes seemed to be filled with random junk. Classical gold. Move mouse to examine the item and left click to put it down. Violin Concertos Opus 8, Suite number 16 in B minor, flute solo from Turandot, Nocturne Suite in E flat. Oh, okay. Several liquids that were of no use to me, some of them dangerous even. I had the impression that if it worked, the radio would only play pre-war transmissions. Do you know how the radio works? So we need something to open the bags. Let's make a little change to their sounds, I would say. Maybe like so. Oh, we can't check the Sullivan. Dr. Hawthorne. The office of someone named Hawthorne. Well, you are a bright fellow there. We came from there. We can't open the bloody door yet. Oh, how much did I drink last night? Well, it's funny. Dr. Eberspacher. Oh, we can open that. I didn't test if we can open the Hawthorns. The dimly lit office belonged to Dr. Anne Eberspacher, a stern and cold physiologist whom I remembered from my stay at the Institute. I was surprised to find the room unlocked. Well, the statue was fairly heavy and somewhat tacky. Okay. I thought we were going to take it. Some important items are collected in your record book. Press S at any time to read them. Diagnosis: schizophrenia. Collections. How do we collect them? Do we click? Sophisticated choice for this room. What could it have meant to the owner? Art, mostly. Drawer seems to be jammed. Very jammed. Raspberry jammed. I don't know. Eberspacher library was respectable as and well preserved. Command stole them. They're probably worth something, maybe? Maybe. It was a pile of documents about workers at the Institute. We're not interested about that. Okay. When I first arrived at the Institute, I wasn't sure what to expect. Though it's well located and its facilities are modern and effective, the horse and buggy mentality of the staff and approach to medicine are appalling. It's been a few weeks already since I got here, and I know for certain that I won't get along with Ellis. Bloody Ellis. I can appreciate Dr. Hanwell's perspective and his need to take a firm hand in everyday activities at the Institute. I know too well that what it means to deal with these sick, mindless individuals. But Ellis is an altogether different matter. His attitude is borderline brutish and dates back to the bygone era of barbaric practices. I can't understand how this character has attained so much rank and power at the Institute. Wish I could understand what Hanwell saw in him. In spite of the general adverse environment, I'm anxious to start testing my theories with a number of patients. Fortunately, the staff seems to respect my background and extensive studies. They almost seem intimidated by them. Even Ellis treats me differently, with a kind of silent doubt, as if he didn't know what to expect. And I've seen how he treats women in the Institute. Guess I must be some sort of a puzzle to him. So I look forward to keeping my notes and observation in this journal. I'll be working with a particularly diverse group, with some of its members exhibiting extreme and promising pathologies. Rebecca is by far the most intriguing subject. This woman has been schizophrenic from a young age, exhibiting a rambling and erratic personality, no family, no social life to speak of. She used to live in the suburbs where she roamed aimlessly in the streets, your typical town loony. Last year, she was viciously raped by 2 thugs. Oh, bloody hell. Then left heavily beaten and bruised in a damp alley. It's a miracle she's still alive. It's a miracle. Oh, okay. So that's... Oh. It's a miracle anyone cared enough to save her. Sadly, she became pregnant after the attack, which sent her psyche into an even darker downward spiral. Her mind is a nadir now. She thinks she's carrying the spawn of the devil and has repeatedly attempted to perform an abortion. A fringe case by any measure, the sort of patient that would have received unabashed shock treatment in other institutions, and the perfect subject to test newer, less invasive approaches to mind healing. Our first group therapy session will begin tomorrow with about half a dozen patients, or so I've been told. I'm going to focus on one particular group for now, and I believe Hanwell himself will be present for the first sessions. Nothing of the sort has been attempted in this place, and I'm excited to take the first steps into the brighter new age of psychology. Well, definitely seemed like a bright mind. The cassette player owned by Dr. Eberspacher possibly meant she may have used it to record her thoughts or sessions. We are not carrying anything except hands. Oh, it's still this one. Okay. Yes, Eberspacher has a degree in clinical psychology. Well, I would hope so, if she's working in here. Or maybe she was a fake doctor. Oh, there. Oh, we can, just open these. Oh, it's a little open there. I thought we would have to use that. This drawer was shut tight. I wondered if there would be anything of interest inside. Well, probably because it's shut tight. I still need to get the hand of the controls and whatnot. I'm checking if there's... Ah. 6. An Eberspacher, an ideal complement. The recovery rate at the Institute was high thanks to the advanced treatments and novel group therapy techniques pioneered by the universally acclaimed psychologist Dr. Anne Eberspacher. Even patients with extreme mental disorders showed meaningful progress under her care and went to enjoy full lives within the walls of the Institute. Many others returned to their families in time, ready to face new challenges and experiences in their improved conditions. Dr. Eberspacher organized and directed group therapy sessions for patients who had a chance of recovering or demonstrated an ability to reason. She even took part in many of those sessions herself, investing an unusual amount of effort in her patients' progress. Colleagues remember her soft, caressing voice. It had a magical effect, soothing everyone around her. Her dedication was initially perceived by the rest of the staff as the mark of passion and altruism, but in time it became apparent that her interest was purely medical. Although Dr. Eberspacher was a generally moral and honorable person, she was in fact wholly uninterested in the patients themselves and was focused rather on the improvement of science. It was by pure chance that her patients improved in return. In later years, Dr. Eberspacher's demeanor became cold and calculating. She began to neglect herself, always showing up to work untidy and exuding a somber mood. Rumors that she made a startling discovery about to this day. Startling discovery? Okay. So record book, let's check. We have logs. You can go back over the conversation you had. Okay, nice. No. Then, do we have... Yes, we have an Eberspacher, an ideal complement. Yeah. My research. So there's quite a lot of, to collect and check around. Which is nice, because I'm gonna take my time with the game. I need something different than the Kingdom Come Deliverance, which was a great game, but, I need something different now. Ooh. Lab coats had made me feel uneasy ever since my short stay at the Institute, especially when worn by doctors. So, okay, we know we were the patient, of course, but we didn't just, tell that to Julian, which is probably for the best. Now, did I try to open this door? Okay, it's definitely locked. Archives, meeting room, visiting room, water closet. So we might go here first. Archives. Well, good place as any to start with. A little bit less. Maybe so. Bringing a match into this room was out of the question. Oh, do we have a light here? So we need a light, I guess. Record player. Well, we don't have records at the moment, so... No, it was impossible to pull it out. I figured the letter opener would come in handy. Maybe the... the bags. Certain items can be picked up and used later. Right-click to open your journal. The wiring diagrams seem to indicate the location of speakers across this section of the first floor. Okay. A register of patients who had forever became part of Hanwell Mental Institute. Carrie Cutler, Charles Van Razer, Gracie Munn, Derek Paul Petrick, Dominic Rock M, Gabby Moon, Gerard G. Miller IV, Giles Arendt, Hans Giger, Jan Tyson, Jonathan Berman, Johan Marty de Ibarraqua, I can't really pronounce that, Camille Knapczyk, Kevin Brown, Kevin Godikovsky, Mike Delapia, Paul Barre, Pavel Kutach, Ricardo J. Barberis, Rob Vena, Sarah Nelson, Stu Blood, Kofi Sizer, Tom Walk, Vincent Gonzalez. Are these maybe backers or something like that? At least some. The safe may have stored valuable stuff once, but all that remained was meaningless. Well, that's too bad. And yeah, records, notes, essays, even newspapers, but nothing of importance. Well, that's too bad. Let's see if we can use the knife to the trash bag. Friedrich Michels. All those distinguished doctors seem to have graduated from the same university, Miskatonic University. Yes, indeed, a Lovecraft reference there. Now, can we? Yes, we can. Doctor and soul in their spirituality. Wait, was there something else? Anything else? That's it? Well, let's continue. If there's going to be quite a lot of back and forth with nothing happening, I might cut those off when I'm looking new old rooms or whatnot. There's something over there. Oh, we can go there. The blackboards seem to have been used and overused through countless years. Why didn't you come? Below it, I have no idea. Psychotherapy in our society, perception, horizons of anthropology, senses and nonsense in psychology, the doctor and the soul. Ah! So we need this for something. Theoretical framework of relation spirituality after the medical case, varieties of relational spirituality, balancing spiritual outdwelling and seeking, anxiety, relational trauma and suffering. Chapter 2, 3 relational development systems, attachment and relational spirituality, differentiation and relational spirituality, intersubjectivity and relational spirituality. Clinical applications of the relational spirituality model, relational spirituality in psychotherapy, relational spirituality in couple therapy, relational spirituality in group therapy, relational spirituality and therapist formation. The psychotic, self and others, use and abuses of psychology, the psychology of study. I'm not gonna read these all, I'm browsing. Sensation and perception, yes. But so, this is something we need to remember, I guess. Did I check this? Our view of self and others, obedience and power. Okay. The psychotic. The presence of trauma. Establishing a sense of safety. Adaptive coping abilities. Exercising the destabilizing past, not exercising. Enhancing the life trajectory. Sense and nonsense. That could be interesting. Epidemiologic issues, etiologic issues, prognostic issues, mania, hypomania treatment, stigma, loss, acceptance. What about anthropology? Stress generation, negative feedback seeking, excessive reassurance seeking, interpersonal conflict avoidance, self-handicapping, blame maintenance, stable vulnerabilities, clinical assessment, therapeutics, prevention. Sense and sensibility. Caregiving to adults, sexuality and aging, insomnia in older adults. Psychological testing of older people, neuropsychological assessment in old age, family caregiving, intervention in nursing homes. Psychotherapy in our constructive psychotherapics. The challenge of change, meaning making and creative aging, self-observation in constructive psychotherapy, personal constructive systematic practice, termination as a rite of passage, strategies of therapy of inclusion. Interesting. But I guess the one book is something I'll have to try to remember. Hanwell Mental Institute. 1. Beginnings. For decades, the Hanwell Mental Institute housed patients of many ages with varying degrees of mental illness. Feeble-minded men and women not fit for living independently in society were admitted and received excellent nursing care. With a hygienic environment, magnificent facilities, and well-qualified personnel, the institute strived to attend to all their needs. Excuse me. The 4-story building was constructed atop a cliff amidst a leafy and calm forest. With the goal of housing over 300 patients, this particular location ensured maximum security. Access was severely restricted, and any patient attempting to leave would have to descend a rocky and winding path down to the base of a high mountain, thwarting any attempt to escape the facilities. Every day, patients could spend their time in the vast courtyard, library, or game room and take part in the other leisure activities. The most capable ones were periodically selected to help with daily duties such as laundry, cooking, administrative tasks, and such. Groups were assembled and assigned to therapists according to the cognitive capabilities of their members. Engaging each individual in diverse approaches to therapy, these included standard rehabilitation, hydrotherapy, group therapy, and, for the more difficult cases, other more stringent methods. Please be more mindful of the vinyl records. Their covers are scattered all over this section and they're getting damaged. We can't let patients play with them, although I've seen members of the staff being careless with them as well. It's a shame and disgrace to all the hard work we nurses do here to keep this place running smoothly? Alice. Ooh. Relaxing classical music. Prelude for guitar, number 16, Toccata in D minor, Variations, opus 36, Dusk on G flat. Why do we need... Well, we probably need these at some point because we do have the record player. I think I checked everything in here. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just, you know, checking around. That's the part of the charm. Glasses. Broken. Okay, we didn't take them. Oh. What I assumed was an alarm button didn't work. It might have been used to alert security of any troublesome patients during visits. Oh, visitation room, yes. Visitors would sit here to speak with their relatives or loved ones. Such a desolate sight now was heartbreaking. Sorry. I bet your heart is beating, but heartbreaking, yes. Will this take us to the... Yes, it does, so let's go back. I'm trying to go for the handle, you know. Oh, no luck. There didn't seem to be electricity in this room. Maybe that's a good thing, so you don't get a shock from that. Well, at least they had fire extinguisher. That is, provided they were operational. By the looks of it, doubt it. A thick veil of grime covered out the window, and it was a shame. I could have used a glimpse of outside world. Well, it's quite dark. You can't really see anything there. And the water closet, it is. Yeah. Flies. Broken glasses. Do we... Or mirror. Do we use that now? Well, makes sense. Nothing works here. Wait. Perhaps a long time ago those things had invited people to wash their hands, but not now. Well, they are not working either, so there's that. Anything? Oh, why do we want to check that? No, we don't. Out of service. I wasn't planning to go in anyway. The toilet didn't feel very private in its current state. Well... The men's room, evidently. What intrigued me was that woman's room was nowhere in the vicinity. Well... Makes sense, maybe. Let's put the light on. Yet another example of the sad state of disrepair in this place. Okay. So that's the hallways. I'm fairly certain we will go upstairs at some point, but not yet. Now, what do we have here? Jesus Christ, we are here. Female patient infirmary A, library, game room, therapy room, laundry, kitchen, cafeteria, courtyard. Male patient infirmary A. High risk male patient cells, high risk female patient cells. Okay, the female low risk wing. Oh yeah. Right. Well, we'll check that later. Most assuredly. Journal updated. Unlock Ebersprache drawer. Yes. Note in the janitor's closet. Kirkbridge architecture. Oh. I remember the Kirkbridge plan was proposed layout system in the mental hospitals for the treatment of patients. It was believed that architecture was conducive to the healing of the mind. Doctor and soul interspirituality. Or something like that. Left or right or middle? Let's start with the left again. Cafeteria and male infirmary. I open this. This door seemed to be stuck. Try as I might, I couldn't get it open. Hello? Hello? Nobody there. No hospital would be complete without good old-fashioned cork board. Bloody handprints. Promising. The door was shut tight. Oh. Bloody hell then. So these doors are closed for now. Frustratingly, this door wouldn't open. It won't budge. Shame, I could have used some fresh air. I bet you would. Well, I guess we are not going there then. Seem like it, yeah. So in 10 days, this should be quite operational. Well, that's a library. The doors seem to be latched from the other side. Nothing. The switch was useless. Do I have the leather knife still? Can I use that to open the drawer? Maybe? No, that's Hawthorne. I went too far. I know it's quite cliche, but we'll try that. Oh, no, not this one. We have the recorder there, yeah? It was that one over there. Can I open the book from different pages, or is that it? Wait. Archives, yes. No, not the archives, bloody hell. Doctor and the Soul. Can we open this? I can't, you know, choose anything. Is there anything I could... I can't check the notebook from there, okay? Interspirituality. In their So in their subjectivity and relational spirituality, maybe. Because it said interspirituality. So would the code be 160 for the archives? Let's see. Am I reaching or not? We'll see. Paha. Let's see. Let's see indeed. One. Et voila. Am I smart or what? Well, we will fail later. That's certain. Now let's listen to tape. How do I... Scroll wheel. Oh, sorry. Stick it in. Play.
Earlier this morning I used foul language in reprimanding a clumsy nurse who forgot to lock the door to the female wing. Truly offensive, dirty words. I don't recall ever doing that before. I've clearly been under a lot of stress lately. My worst fear is becoming another Alice, so I need to remain level-headed and focused. It's this place. There's a general feeling of unease in the Institute, and those unsettling rumors don't help. But the main reason for my jumpy state has to be the baffling regression in Group E. It's disconcerting and worrying. I'm giving Alice too many reasons to use shock treatment on these patients, and take all of us decades back in time. Alice Hawthorne, the backwards time traveler. That fucking bastard.
Ooh.
There you go. I did it again.
Oops, I did it again.
Of all the cases, Rebecca is obviously the most puzzling one. She's having nightmares about her attackers again. After months of not uttering a word about the incident. And she's also becoming increasingly violent. I fear she will seriously harm herself. Yesterday, Alice found her viciously scratching her stomach. So much she left flesh wounds. She should be giving birth sometime in July. That's 3 weeks from now. Certainly this fact could be the explanation for her regression. If it wasn't for the rest of them.
Updated journal. Okay. So how does the Alice work with was? Find the therapy room. Yes, seems like a good idea. If something now happened because we've achieved something. Assume. Oh, so something happened.
Julia, it's Bruno. Our adorable high-risk patient has escaped again. No idea
Really?
how he does that. Please call someone. I need assistance immediately. I'm outside the cafeteria.
Which we cannot enter. So Bruno would be here. No? Is this cafeteria?
Hold on.
Oh, you are here. Well, hold on, sir.
Who the hell are you?
I'm just looking around.
You what? Does this look like a shopping mall to you?
No?
I spoke with Julia and she gave me permission. You don't need to worry about me.
This place. It's unbelievable. Am I the only one taking my job seriously?
Well,
Depends.
Look, it doesn't matter. I have enough on my plate with this patient on the loose. Just be on your way.
Patient on the loose?
Yeah, I managed to lock him inside the cafeteria. See for yourself.
Okay, I shall. Does it matter? Hello? Oh, okay. Okay. I see you do have hands full, yeah? Okay. Can we help you?
I see what you mean. That guy seems dangerous.
Dangerous? He's a flaming demon. He's tearing down the whole place. At this rate, there won't be a cafeteria in the morning.
You do seem busy, but can I ask some questions anyway?
Sure, whatever. The name's Bruno.
Yeah, I read it.
You know, I was acquainted with this place in the past. A number of years ago,
Wait, why are you telling me this?
I don't know.
Well, I assumed that since you're a security guard, you'd want to...
Hold on. We all have responsibilities here. I take care of patients who misbehave. Julia decides who gets in. That's it.
But...
Anything else is above my paycheck.
Okay.
Do you know where the therapy room is?
Yes. It's on the other side of this floor.
Great, and how can I get there?
You can't with Samson back here trashing the whole cafeteria. It's the only way to reach the back corridor of this floor.
You mean the cafeteria is the only way to the therapy room?
Yeah. Well, the library also connects both sides of the building, but the last time I checked, it was locked.
Madman on the loose.
So, a madman on the loose.
Yes. We're having a bit of trouble with this especially rowdy patient. It's the second time today that he's escaped. In my defense, the high-risk section needs a lot of maintenance. Low risk is in somewhat better shape, sans the atmosphere of impending doom. But high risk needs some intensive work, pronto.
That doesn't inspire much confidence, though.
Welcome to my world. Be thankful there's only one high-risk patient admitted at the moment.
Yikes.
Uh,
I understand patients are being relocated.
That's the plan, yes.
Relocated from where?
Man, I don't know. Places. Other institutes that are too crowded. The world is a madhouse these days. What do you expect?
Do you at least know if they are old or new patients?
I don't, and that's not information I could openly share anyway. Tonight, there are very few patients admitted. Tomorrow, they're bringing more.
What about architecture? Do you know anything about it?
Are you familiar with the Kirkbride plan?
Kirk what? Sounds like something I don't care about.
It's the architecture of the building we're in.
Oh, right. I remember hearing that term during meetings to coordinate the reopening. An old and impractical type of construction.
But there were plans to change that, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know the whole story. But for sure, the idea is to continue that work, beginning tomorrow.
Does the term Group E ring a bell, Bruno?
Nah. Is that a therapy group?
I believe so, yes. I'm trying to find more information about it.
The archive documents in this place are a complete mess, so good luck with that.
But why is that? Why is everything here in such a state of disarray?
I don't know much about it, except that it was well before my time here. That's past history now.
Right. People. Dr. Miller?
Do you know this Dr. Miller?
Yeah, I've seen him around. But he's a reserved fellow. Haven't spoken much with him. He's the one calling the shots now.
What do you mean, calling the shots?
Dude, are you a bit slow? He's going to be in charge when this place officially reopens. And I hear he's also secured the money to make all this happen.
Wow.
Wow. Well, let's ask everybody.
Like I said, I met
About
Julia
everybody.
at the entrance. She seems to be a really nice person.
She's cool, but that's also her weakness. Sometimes she can be too nice.
What do you mean?
For example, as a receptionist, she let in a complete stranger who talks too much.
I get it.
Fair point, fair point.
Does the name Ebers Baker ring a bell?
I remember seeing an office with that name, but that's all I know. Why are you asking? Are you related to her?
I'm not sure. I think I knew her, yes. There's a period of my life I can't quite remember.
Are you feeling okay? I have a couple of empty cells if you need to lie down and rest.
Yes.
You positive?
I'm absolutely. No need for that. Tell me about you, Bruno.
I'm just what you see. Nothing more.
I see a troubled man in front of me with an attitude problem.
Ha ha, so funny. Let me know how you feel after you spend a few more hours in this place.
Okay, I shall.
All right. I'll be going.
Hey, wait. You seem like a decent sport.
Do I?
Or at least a harmless one.
Really?
I have a favor to ask of you.
Of course you do.
Sure.
Can you go fetch my baton? I left it in my office when I went running to pursue our friend the Tasmanian Devil here.
Okay, I guess. Where is that?
You need to go all the way through the infirmary, then down the stairway. My office is in a lower corridor they used to call the Tunnel of the Damned.
Good grief.
Nah, the name is more intimidating than it sounds. Just please go, ASAP. I need that baton to deal with the ongoing crisis.
Sounds good. I'll be on my way.
Infirmary. Okay. Can I enter here? I can. Even when it was clean and orderly so many years ago, the infirmary had never been a cozy place. The malfunctioning fluorescent lights hurt my eyes as I made my way. Yeah, it's not really a cozy place. You could have put the best mattress you could find to the iron beds and they still wouldn't be comfortable. Well, I imagine that, yeah. The radiators weren't working and it showed. The infirmary felt like an Arctic. Most windows in areas with patients had some manner of protection. Still, sometimes a crazed patient would tear a grills apart and mash their head against the glass. Lovely. Classic symphonies. Adagio, Opus 2, Piano Sonata number 4 in B flat, Symphony number 6, Harp and Harmonies, Suite 4. Okay. It looked like some kind of an organ. I had no idea which one. Do we even want to know? Maybe we don't. Another radiator. How I wish the radiators were turned on, but I'd lost hope by then. Yeah. Okay, we got records. Oh, we got them all. Can we take all of these? Huh. Sure. Can I take the photo? Why is the woman circulated? I don't know. That's a broken record. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Can I go through here? The Tunnel of the Damned. I hear someone crying over there. These plot stairway likely led to the basement and the second floor. Ooh. Oh, hello? Apparently some patients had already been transferred even before the reopening. Maybe somebody should do something. He's bleeding and banging his head. This particle cell was quieter than the others. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Are you sure that these patients are there? I tried opening the cell to no avail. The more, you know... There's a teddy bear over there. Apparently every mirror in this place was completely useless. There didn't seem to be any water or whatever unspeakable fluid ran through the pipes in this place. With my luck, blood. The showers were covered with icky mold and grime. A again, I don't think they can work this in 10 days. I think the contractor lied. I guess somebody didn't like his teddy bear. If this would be a fallout, I would be saving it. Oh, hello. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother you. You do know you're naked. I'm leaving now. Thanks for the talk. Don't mind me. I'm actually here, yes? The condition of these patients, it was heartbreaking. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Are we back in the olden... Why can't we open this? Stop beating your face. The cell was locked, which I guess was a good thing. For me or the patient inside. Oh, I'm starting to gather one thing. It's in sanitarium. There was you need to play a record to get patients to do some different things. So are we supposed to play a record to the record player and maybe calm the person down? There was an old equipment scattered around, damaged and without any apparent use. I don't know, maybe. I mean the record thingy. Upon entering this corridor, I could see why it'd been nicknamed Tunnel of the Damned. I didn't recall ever being down there. I was thankful for that. On further thought, I was relieved at least something in this place actually worked properly and the cells were locked. A metallic sound resonated throughout the menacing Tunnel of the Damned, yet the door wouldn't open. It won't budge. Bruno's office felt just like any other cell, the difference being, of course, that he could leave whenever he pleased. Are you so certain about it? I guess we can't go further down. The cell seemed to be abandoned. Odd scribblings adorn the walls. I wondered how on earth he could draw any of that. Do we help me, kill me, heal, hell, no God, I guess. A recorder? Please don't stick it in your mouth. It has a teddy bear on it. So how do I... Oh, right, there's the door. Which I went past. I wondered what the story was behind the quaint music box. There's a journal. The drawer was filled with old and useless papers. There's the... I took Bruno's baton with me as he requested. But we're not done yet. Not by the... A variety of pulp paperbacks and some old newspapers. It would have taken me hours to go through all these documents, and they didn't even seem relevant. How do you know? I managed to make out schedules and administrative stuff that wasn't worth my attention. Okay, good to know. Bruno's diary. October 13th, noon. Music again. That blasted tune echoing in the corridor gets on my nerves, as if all bizarre noises in this horrible place weren't enough. But it's the only way to keep him calm. I'll take creepy children's nursery music over his maniacal pounding any day. Good thing I brought my own food. They said provisions would be available for us during this phase, but I swear they're trying to poison us. I'd pick one of the abominations in those jars from the museum over the canned stuff they sent us. Or maybe not. I'm bored. I don't know who's supervising this construction work, but there's no way the place will be safe condition to bring in more patients anytime soon. Certainly not tonight, if you ask me. And no one will. Ha! I'm nobody. This whole thing is a way too rushed. You don't need to bring a dangerous psychopath to test the security of the facilities. Just being here for 5 minutes will tell you all you need to know. I'm beginning to regret signing up for this. There's a foul stench coming from that massive metal door at the end of the corridor. I think it leads to the storage room in the basement. I can only imagine the source of that smell. Can't seem to open the door though. It won't budge. Think it's mechanical, and that electrical sound behind it doesn't inspire confidence either. Evening, somewhat. That's it. I'm taking the cursed musical box away. Can't stand it anymore. I don't care how much he enjoys music. Eventually he'll bang his own brains into oblivion. Oh, really? Great job, Bruno. Gonna be organized for whatever it's worth, and note accurate times for my next entries. 6 p.m. The lighting in this godforsaken place is failing and giving me a headache with all that constant flickering. It's worse than the horrible smell at the end of the corridor, but at least the smell doesn't hurt. Hope the construction workers arrive on time. 7 p.m. Stupid me, couldn't help myself and tried opening the door. Zap! Electric shock. Way to go, genius. I should trust my instinct next time. With all this stinking humidity down here, I can only assume the moisture has caused a wiring malfunction. One thing's for sure, I'm not getting anywhere beyond this corridor. 8 p.m. 2 keys seem to be missing. One is for the locked office of a certain Hawthorne. The other is for the office of the previous director of the Institute, Hanwell himself. The Dr. Miller guy asked me about those keys again. Sure, Your Highness, Dr. Miller. Let me spend the whole night searching for those keys for ya. I'm not your damn assistant. Although, that patient roaming the building. Leo, is it? There's something odd about him. I don't trust that guy. Should have word with him when I get the chance. Yes, there are some keys over there, yeah. I assumed a set of keys would be useful and grab them on impulse. Can we open this? Well, we know what the story about the quaint box. So I kind of want to go to the library, I think, before I return the baton. Scratches. Hell. Kill me. Hell. Please. Well. This seems like a hell, yeah? So let's see what we can open with those keys. I'll go every locked door before I talk to Bruno. Wait, do we have something in here? Accrued terrorism, nobody's there. So which would be us from this group? And that's the only thing we can actually check. No, I don't have your...
Hey!
Yes?
I'll take that baton, thank you.
My pleasure. It was easy to find.
And those keys too. You weren't supposed to touch them.
Oops. My bad. I thought you needed them too.
Well, pooh. That didn't work. So the records. I imagine we need to use them. Because pretty much that's the only thing we can do. And we need to get to the therapy room. Was it in the archives? I think it was. Can I check these records? Nothing of note. Where's our records? Wait, what's over there? No, it wasn't. It was impossible to pull out. How did I check my inventory? Items. We have yellow record. The label on this vinyl read relaxing classical music. Classical gold. Classic symphonies. Now that we know, can we use this? Now we can, okay. So I guess relaxing music. Oh. No. Come on, get those records out. Wait, how did I do that? No. Oh, right. I need to press right mouse button on that. Yeah, totally missed that. I guess relaxing. Prelude for guitar, number 60, some relaxing guitar music. Is that good enough? I think we need to use relaxing, but is that good enough? Would that work? Or is it too cacophonic? Let's go and check. Hello?
Well, you brought my baton.
I did.
Someone who's actually helpful in this godforsaken chunk of concrete.
Thank you.
Don't mention it. It was easy to find with your directions. See you later, Bruno.
I don't know. Is it helping? Okay, he's not mellow enough. Maybe another piece? I'm fairly certain it should be relaxing. But the question is, what of those relaxing tunes would help? Which of those, I mean? Or is it actually... Wait. There was nothing of importance to me inside this safe. Are we here? That's a... Yeah, that's a cafeteria. Toccata in D minor. Would that work? Do I need to go through everything? Okay, let's go and check. I have no idea, but I'm guessing it's the relaxing music. Nothing's happening. Oh, if I double click it will go faster. Except through the doors. Variations? Not bad. Okay, let's go and check if the variations helped. If that doesn't work, then I have no idea what to do. Anything? I'm definitely certain about that we need to use a record. But the question is what? Is it connected to the music box? Is it connected to the music box? I'll probably have to go downstairs and check if there's any... Okay, I go downstairs, and once I'm there, I'll check. We'll see you then. Be right back. Because I have an idea. That's a scary thought, but I do. So I'll see you soon. Okay, here we are. Did it say anything in the... Echoing, bastard tune echoing, okay. Well, that didn't really help, because I thought he would say the tune, what kind of a tune it is, and we can't open tightly shut. Fine. Now, is this the room where the person escaped? So what is this? A recorder? Is this a hint? What kind of music he enjoys? Oh, maybe it is. So... now I need to go and check the bloody... so something with recorder or flute. If I understood correctly. Okay. Let's go and turn it off for now. By the by, can I check them from the... Can I see what they're relaxing, classic, and classical cold? No. It doesn't tell me what they do have. Of course, I could go through them, but I think it would be more fruitful to go and check their sleeves. Come on. Relaxing classical music. We already know it's not this. Where did I see the rest of the sleeves? Bloody hell. Was there anything in here? No. If I only remembered where they were. No, I was so certain that there was a record sleeve in here. Can I? Wait. Classical. Okay, that doesn't really help me. I'll go and search for those. I'll see you once I found them. Be right back. Okay, one is here. Classic symphonies. Adagio. Piano Sonata Symphony number 6. Harp and harmonies. Okay, where's the last one then? This was the green one. Ah. Ah. Okay, I'll go look for it and I'll see you once I find it again. Be right back. And the final red was in the janitor's closet. I totally forgot that. Okay, I think we are going to play flute solo from Turandot. Yes, so red and 3. Hopefully that works. If that doesn't work, then I don't know what else to do. I thought relaxing would work, but we need to play, you know. So that 1, 2, and 3. The flutist was inspiring. Okay, so hopefully that works. Because I was thinking about relaxing, but maybe it's a flute because he had a flute or recorded in his room. So let's see what happens, if something happens. Okay, that worked. I feel a bit stupid that I didn't realize it. The recorder was a hint. But fortunately we managed to do that, yeah. So I think that will be the first episode. And the next time we are trying to go to the archives, because that's what we're apparently doing. A therapy room, and yeah, continuing with our past. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the first episode of Asylum, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.